by a matter of crime. And the title of the video is Employee Caught Stealing Thousands, Still Think He Can Talk His Way Out. All right, so we're gonna see, man. We'll see what he talking about, man. Can he talk his way out? Let's see, man. Let's get into it.
To jail.
Yeah.
Jail. But like, literally, you could arrest me. There's no way for me to make a call to organize the money that I owe.
So
To the customers, he was just the friendly face behind the register. To his manager, a reliable employee who never showed up late. But beneath the surface was a digital con in motion. During routine transactions, he quietly scanned extra gift cards, rerouting the balances into his Cash App. By the time anyone noticed, he had already stolen thousands.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm Deputy Del Quato.
My name is Deborah. I'm an asset protection manager with Walgreens.
Okay.
This is, what's your full name? What's your last name?
Okay.
So why don't you tell the officer what has been going on?
From like the whole,
You're employed here?
yes, sir.
How long have you been working here?
A few months, sir.
A few months this year or
Yes, sir.
last year?
This year, sir.
Okay. And what's your title here?
Customer
service? Okay. You're not a manager or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So what are we getting? Who we brought in?
Damn, spit it out, my boy. Customers. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, you don't know your title, bro? Are you a cashier, customer service representative? What, you stocking shelves? What you doing, bro? He said, I'm customer. What? Hey, what's up with buddy? Huh?
Okay.
This is, what's your full name?
So,
What's your last name?
Okay.
So why don't you tell the officer what has been going on?
from like the whole,
You're employed here?
yes, sir.
How long have you been working here?
A few months, sir.
A few months this year or
Yes, sir.
last year?
This year, sir.
Okay. And what's your title here?
Customer
service? Okay. You're not a manager or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So what are we getting? Who we brought in the office for?
Are you asking me that, sir?
Yeah, tell them what you did. I haven't
Okay,
stated.
so, I
Very nice.
rang out some gift cards to pay for my school and things like that. However, I didn't pay for that.
Okay. Okay. So we're looking at a theft from the business.
And they said that there's a possibility that the company will let me pay that, which I'm willing to do. And they said that there's a possibility that if you're okay with that,
Right now, is 2,100 grand now?
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
prosecuted if I were to be able to pay it back today on the spot.
So
And then I would be terminated.
I couldn't negotiate anything like that. That's not really my job per se. As far as if you do this or that, charges may or may not be pressed.
At this point, he doesn't have $2,100 on him, so the company does want to proceed with prosecution.
But I'm able to.
Okay, but that's not his now. Now we're past that point right now. So those are all the transactions that
Okay.
he rang up, and he did 2 today for a total of $400. We put it on a Cash App.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Is it still? Do you still have that $400 on the Cash App? Okay. So
Okay.
the 2 that he did
So there
today
were 2 today,
for $400.
and the receipts are
All the
for going
receipts
back.
are right there, and he also has the video in there. Every single one is on video as well.
Okay. They're on right there.
Yeah, we don't do thumb drives anymore, right?
What do you need?
We're gonna do a computer link.
An Axon link?
Yeah. Are you guys able to do the Axon link?
They can't, but I can. But it's
Yeah, we try not to take a thumb drive anymore. They want to write on that Axon link.
you know, I just got an Exxon loan from somebody.
22.
That's how they want it now. I'm just saying that's their
Okay.
change. That's,
You know how long
we can
this-
take that, but like I said, it won't get up because the problem is that doesn't get shared with the state.
Do I touch on
The state doesn't have access
So-
to the.
there's nothing that
That's
you
why I
could
have
do
to go. to
Not
the
at this
before
point.
they have-
prosecution?
For what?
You're saying that there's nothing that you could do to
There's nothing we can do about that at all.
Prosecution.
Are you a juvenile? How old are you?
I'm 18, sir.
18. Okay, so you wouldn't qualify for a juvenile first offender program.
You 18, that mean you cooked. You cooked. It's a wrap, bro. Done. You 18, you a grown man. I'm just waiting for them to say, hey, can I make a call? Can I call my mommy? That's what, hey, we all know that's coming next. We all know that's coming next. You cooked, bro. You cooked.
So you're
That's
saying
probably
you
what
go to
you're
jail
talking about.
for
Yeah,
this?
you're looking at grand theft for the amount of about 2,100.
Even if I can pay it back, I'm still.
Yeah,
Like I said, that's not our fault.
yeah, that's
We
not
don't-
our call.
We don't play. That's Walgreens. We don't negotiate with that stuff.
So is there a
They're
way,
they've obviously contacted us for a reason.
They
is there a way
said
for
yes,
Walgreens to
prosecute.
take back?
I mean, listen, like I said, that's not up to me. That's up to Walgreens being a victim.
They looked it up and you didn't have that much on your paycheck, so they said yes, prosecute and
No.
terminate.
But you're saying that they said that because I didn't have the money on it.
On
But if I was
on
able,
your paycheck. So that's why. So we can't do any more negotiating. Okay?
no, but I'm saying even if I was able to like get the money, like if I would
Yes.
ask my mother or my father, even if it's not on my paycheck necessarily, if I was to get the money and pay the money back, like legally, is there a way that you could speak to them and see if they would be able to change their mind on the prosecution, not necessarily the termination, right, but just the prosecution?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Was you gonna pay it back if you didn't get caught? No. It's always funny how, now people want to pay it back once you already done got caught. It's a wrap already. Now all of a sudden you didn't have the 2,000 or whatever it was that you took, right? And you took 400 today. So clearly you was hurting for bread. That's why you took the money in the first place. But now that you got caught, now you want to pay it back. So you had the money in the first place. So why would you take it? Come on, man.
Prosecution part, even if I was able to pay the money like right now and not like
You couldn't leave
drag
the
it out.
store until it was
that's okay.
paid.
I understand that. I wouldn't want to leave.
So what
the store.
are you saying that you'd possibly be able to make a phone call to settle
Yes,
this
yes,
debt right now?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to
Like I
say.
said, that's not
That's up to
that's not up
Walgreens,
to
that's
me.
not us.
Is
You
there a way
know,
that you could
I'm gonna talk to the
please
officers and the store
negotiate
manager outside. I mean, they've already
and
taken
see if
the
I could just
time
make a
down
call,
here.
not leave the store?
And they have places to be, I have places to be,
I understand.
so you
Well, you just staying here with him.
Is it
Yeah,
okay?
I'm gonna hang out here.
Is it okay if I make the call now?
Hold on a second.
Hold on. Let's stay here.
Sorry, man. We're coming your way.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
he's gonna come up with $2,100 today.
Even if you did, no.
Even if that's what I'm saying, even if you did, I can't tell him or tell you guys, hey,
And
if you pay this money,
this
we
is,
won't pursue
it's
charge.
very
This is
disrespectful to
this
the
is a
store what he
Walgreens
did.
thing,
He said that
and it's up to what if
he said he didn't know what
Walgreens
was
wants to
wrong.
be a victim, or if Walgreens just wants to terminate and trespass an employee.
We want to we want to also make a,
You want to prosecute.
we want to, hey, we're not gonna tolerate this. We want the other employees to know.
He lives too close to here. I would rather prosecute. He's a liar. He's just prosecute.
And you know what? When I first started talking to him, he knew what asset protection was. He knew what loss
He's done
prevention
it
was.
before.
He's probably been terminated as from a
Maybe.
previous company. Because he knew what asset protection was. He knew what shrink was. He almost described my job at the beginning. So
Okay.
just tell him, though, he keeps repeating the same thing over and over. Just tell
The
him to
thing,
shut up.
the thing is that and I get it, but he's afraid that it's going to mess up his career going to school. But he should have thought about that long before he did this.
And then, like I said, that's not my call.
Kids from the time they're in kindergarten know you don't steal. You know what I mean? From the time that they can walk, you don't steal.
Right.
So why did you know that it was wrong?
So listen, regardless, new didn't know, can get the money, can't get the money. I just need to know the decision on whether we're prosecuting criminally or if we're documenting and trespassing from the store completely. That's something that you guys should probably have a discussion right now and then let me know. Okay.
We're gonna prosecute.
Okay.
Have him arrested.
Okay.
I read him. I don't know.
What's that?
I read him. I didn't know if you heard him.
No.
Damn, she said that with a smile on her face. We're gonna prosecute. And the other lady just bust out laughing. That shit ain't funny. Like, I get it. Bro, guys in the wrong for stealing, but like, I don't like the like. This is the thing. You can't have other people putting, having power over you like that. You can't be put in a predicament like that, man, where you lose all control. And you got these people over here that, they think it's funny to prosecute you, honestly. But on one hand, you deserve it, bruh. You deserve it.
No, I didn't. Okay. So here's the situation. I talked to Walgreens, obviously representatives. They want to pursue criminal charges. Okay. I know you agreed to pay them back or whatever. I guess it's beyond the point to where they're willing to agree to that. So we're gonna have to go this route. So any payback would be through a restitution through the courts. Have you ever been arrested before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for what?
It was a driving.
A what?
Drive for driving. It was
Driving?
street racing, but I wasn't, so it got dismissed.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Right now, you're not free to leave. You're doing a criminal investigation. Let me see if you'd like to provide a statement. Okay, as far as what occurred here.
So I'm gonna be arrested right now.
I'm not done. I have to look at one more thing, but it's a very good chance.
Also, there's still a possibility.
Let me read this to you, okay?
Okay.
I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you got the following constitutional rights. Okay. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you're entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you're privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. It must be done on your own free will. Any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand those rights as I have read them to you? Okay. With those in mind, are you choosing to speak with me about the incident?
Is that a good idea?
I can't make a recommendation. I just basically, are you willing to speak with me today about what's been going on? So, talking to them, they said that you've basically been engaged in an ongoing course of action, loading gift cards fraudulently. Your drawer's been coming up short, and you've been pocketing the money. So, the gift cards. Okay. They said that there were some transactions today that were done, I guess, on your phone.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how that works. You'll have to explain it to me. But so right now, the allegations right now are grand theft. Okay, from Walgreens. How long have you been employed here?
A few months.
2 months just this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you work the registers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, from what I've described to you that you've been accused of, which I saw your statement as well, how does it work with loading the gift cards?
You just type it in. And then
Okay.
Just
So describe to me what you were doing with the gift
like
cards.
the action. Of
Yeah.
it. Just scan it, and then just type in the amount.
Is it like a sale? You scan it like a sale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be
And
like
then
this.
and then you load it You
Yeah,
load the
you
gift
just
card
type the
through the
money in.
register.
You would just type the amount, and then you just like proceed with the transaction.
Okay. And then you complete the transaction.
Right.
And then you just pocket it.
There's no like touching of like any like money.
No, not physical money because it's
Right,
it's loaded up on the gift card. And then you would keep the gift card.
Right.
Okay, without paying the money into the register.
Right.
Okay. You know that's wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
You know that's theft from a business who's already paying you a paycheck, who's trusting you to work for the store on their behalf, right? So that's what we're dealing with. They're telling me that this has been an ongoing course of action since the beginning of April. Do you know about how many times you've loaded gift cards?
Not off the top of my head, sir.
Just because it's so many?
Not necessarily. It's just like I just don't really like. I wasn't really thinking about it too much.
Okay. Let me ask you this real quick. This is a statement you did with
Yes, sir. With Miss Deborah.
with Miss Deborah, as far as regarding the actions that happened here. Okay. You wrote this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you swear that what you wrote in here was true?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did she even make the call?
Call it who?
Call who?
She said she was going to speak to.
I don't know because I wasn't with her the whole time,
Right.
but they've determined that they are going to pursue charges.
And there's still no way that I could potentially try to.
No, not right now.
Even if I asked again to make.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me, I asked them, I told them I need a clear answer, basically before I proceed, any further. And unfortunately, this is the decision
Can I just
that
make
they
one
have
more
made.
attempt?
One more.
Man, I hate when guys got that dumbass look on their face, man. You over here, man. You like, come on, bruh. It's a wrap. All that for what, $2,000 or whatever it was, like, because gift cards you can only get so much, so it's like 400 or 500. You can't even load gift cards up crazy like that. So like, and then you think you wasn't gonna get caught. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if you do a crime one time, you shouldn't do crime at all, right? But if you do it, you do it one time, and if you don't get caught, it's like, all right, just thank the man above. He looking, but he gonna let you slide. You know what I'm saying? He might let you slide. But when you keep testing your luck and you keep doing it over and over and over and over, you're gonna get caught. Eventually, you're gonna get caught. So that's just dumb.
One more time for what?
From did she leave?
No, they're still here. But I understand what you're saying,
Right.
but we are beyond that. They are beyond that. Okay. Asking again isn't going to do anything because we've already had that conversation and the decision has already been made. Okay. That's why, like, had this just been a one-time deal, and then you came back, oh my God, I'm so sorry, this is what I did, here's the money back, no harm, no foul, maybe this could have been a different scenario, and you may have just been terminated. But like I said, there are numerous transactions totaling up to $2,100. So it basically just shows he's still doing it. So why is he still doing it? You know what I mean?
Okay, so is there a way for me to make a call to organize the money that I owe?
So here's the thing. We're not going to make phone calls to make payment. Okay?
I'm sorry.
We're not going to make phone calls to make a payment to Walgreens for the amount. Okay? This will be restitution.
What's that?
Basically decided by the courts whether you have to reimburse the money or not. And that's when that would be paid back. Okay. In the meantime, I wouldn't contact them. I wouldn't.
Most likely they're going to trespass you as well.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
So
So most likely you're going to be trespassed. Normally how this goes is if they owe you a paycheck, it'll be sent to you in the mail.
Well, I don't even know if that, the way she made it sound like they're probably gonna take the paycheck, so.
I don't know.
It's part of their financial restitution, sounds like they're gonna take a check.
Okay. Oh, that's what she said. There's not enough money
Yeah.
in the paycheck.
Yes,
Gotcha.
I'm thinking they're gonna take his paycheck for restitution, some of the restitution, but I think they're gonna do.
So
I don't know for sure, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
going to jail.
Yeah.
Like jail, or like
Yeah.
hold
Do you have anything in your pockets?
like illegal?
No, like anything.
Yeah, I have my phones.
Okay. Stand up, do me a favor, just put your
Is
stuff.
there a way you could arrest me?
No, but we can try to conceal you.
Is that-
Okay. And try to keep you away from customers. I'm parked on the side of the building. I'm not parked at the front. Okay. We're not going to make a
We're not gonna make
a big scene about
this.
this.
So the way I can call my mom.
Well, we can make some phone calls after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I tell you, call my mom. Can I call my mom? That's what we was waiting on. We've been waiting the whole time to hear that.
So
I don't know for sure, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
going to jail.
Yeah.
Like jail, or like
Yeah.
hold
Do you have anything in your pockets?
like illegal?
No, like anything.
Yeah, I have my phones.
Okay. Stand up, do me a favor, just put your
Is
stuff.
there a way you could arrest me?
No, but we can try to conceal you.
Is that-
Okay. And try to keep you away from customers. I'm parked on the side of the building. I'm not parked at the front. Okay. We're not going to make a
We're not gonna make
big scene about this.
So the way I can call my mom.
Well, we can make some phone calls after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, though.
So that's fine. We'll get it from your phone. Okay, but I still got to write the report. Okay, we're gonna go back to the office, and then we'll wheel and deal on the phone if you need to notify your mother. Okay.
It's just like a sentence type of thing, like a jail sentence.
No, this is just for the initial charge. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you arrest me, like I'm going.
You're going to jail. You're being charged with a crime. Okay. It's a non-violent crime. It's not domestic. If you talk to your mom later, she can bail you out. You can be out today, or you could
Is
be
it
out
possible I
tomorrow.
can be out today?
Yes. Yes.
Like for good?
Well, until
Until your court date.
you'll have to go to your court date,
Yes.
So she could bail me out, and then
but you'll be obligated to go to your court date.
Processing, I'll be straight up with you. Processing is gonna take 2 or 3 hours.
yeah, no. When I got arrested the first time, they put me in a holding cell,
You're gonna go the same thing.
Yeah.
and then like I was there for like a lot of hours, and then they allowed her to bail me out.
Yes.
And
Well,
then
like, so
we got a lawyer.
You got to realize something. Once we get to the jail, that's beyond our control. That's not our side of the business. So however long they keep you in that intake and things like that, that's on them. We can't tell you how long you're going to sit there for. There's no guarantees on that.
But there's a guarantee that I can be out today, or you can't guarantee that either.
Well, with a nonviolent crime, there should be able to put a bond on you.
What's a bond on a
I
felony?
think it's
3.
3,000.
I thought it was 3,000.
Is it 3? I thought it was 2.
So let's say it's 2,000 or 3,000 for the bond. You get it if they get a bondsman. You only have to pay 10%. That's $200 or $300 with a promissory that you're going to go to court and you're not going to run.
Yeah, some type of collateral.
Yeah.
Okay.
She may have to sign her car or something. I don't know.
Right.
Or pay the money up front and then they'll reimburse her. That's up between the bondsman and it's whoever posts your bond.
So anybody can pay my bond,
Anybody
Yeah.
can pay. Anybody.
but do they have to be here to pay the bond?
No, they got to pay the jail.
They got to pay the jail.
No, I'm saying not here, but I'm saying like they have to go to the jail. to
Yes.
pay the
Yes. In
jail.
order for your release, they
So
got
there's no way they could like.
Can I do it over the phone?
I don't know.
Bro, he's annoying me now. He's annoying me now. Let's go. Ask the jail. We just the police officers that arrest you. Ask the jail how it works for you to get out. Period. Now you starting to be annoying. Asking too many questions, man.
They do it on the phone.
I don't know if they do it on the phone.
No, because it's cash. They got to pay cash.
Oh, they have to pay cash.
The bondsman may go there
Yeah,
and pay it.
the bondsman might be able to wire, but your family has to pay cash.
And it has to be my family that does.
Well, anybody that's bailing you out
Yeah,
has to pay
whoever's
cash.
there, it could be a friend.
So if I call a friend to bail me out, is there a way I could do this without
No.
my parents?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, without
Yes.
your parents.
Yes,
you make a
you're
phone call.
18.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there a way that I could do this without my parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can fucking
Potentially without them even knowing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're an adult.
For real.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can call your friends. And the worst case,
Can I write their numbers down?
You can,
If-
not
when you give me the
not
opportunity,
here.
Give me the opportunity.
Yes.
yes, yes, but yes, you can contact friends, and friends can come. It doesn't matter who
The
comes
only-
and pays cash.
The only thing is, I don't have any friends out here. They all live in like different states, like New York and Georgia.
Okay, well,
So that's why I asked you.
Well, then
if you
maybe
were
one
able
of
to-
them will have to call a bondsman
Yeah.
on your behalf.
Right.
They can explain the charge and
hopefully
where you're
you have a
at.
friend that wants to put up collateral.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And then they can pay the bondsman, and the bondsman
Yes.
can pay
Yeah,
the
because the
jail.
bondsman will come take care of pay the cash. They can get a hold of a bondsman.
Otherwise, will they do OR maybe? They may release you in the morning, or they may release you on your own recognizance, which pays.
Well, what happened when I got arrested the first time? I think it was OR, but my parents, yeah, it was OR.
You weren't 18, were you?
I was.
Okay,
He
It was
had
OR.
to be 18
It was at like 4:00 in the morning.
because it's traffic.
could be.
Sorry.
It could be
Oh,
4
like-
o'clock.
Okay, so we don't deal with that process. They
Yeah.
have their different time slots. They have all that stuff over there. We don't know when they release. We don't know that stuff.
I don't know
all we
the
know is
line,
court
shift
dates.
change, when the paperwork goes through, when the payment goes through, when notifications are made.
8
that's
a.m.
all
is
in
court.
jail.
Every morning, 8 a.m. is court out west. So I can tell you that for a fact. That's about the only thing I know in that business is court at 8 a.m. every morning, except for Sundays.
Okay.
They're on call for Sundays.
So, listen, I know you've been very respectful. We're trying to answer your questions.
I'm sorry. to ask
Oh, you're
this.
fine.
We're not, listen, we're not holding this against you. This is just something you and Walgreens are going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay. But for the time being, I need you to take your jewelry off and
Can
put
I
your
keep
stuff.
it?
You're going to keep your
We're
stuff.
gonna keep all
You
your
just
stuff.
can't wear it.
You can't wear it.
I have to put it into a separate property bag.
Okay.
I don't know if they want that lanyard that you have, so I just leave that. I mean,
You don't just leave it here.
The lanyard, yeah, we'll leave here. It's probably property of Walgreens.
Right. Okay.
Put that on the desk behind you.
Okay. There's no way you could arrest me outside.
No.
No, trust me, we'll just
I
walk
just don't
out
want
with you.
people to see me. That's the thing.
I
I
understand.
can get up.
Yeah.
You have to empty out all your pockets.
You want to just put it here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
right there. Right on that piece of paper. Take your earrings out.
I'd
Nose
say my
ring.
ears off.
Huh?
If you don't take it out, that jail's gonna
I'd
take
take
it
this
out.
off.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. It's not gonna close up in one day.
And like,
Well, then you may have to get it re-pierced.
is there like
a mirror
a,
now.
it's not a mirror, like somewhere I could put it. Like,
It's gonna go in a plastic
I
bag.
don't know.
We gotta put it in
We're gonna put it in a bag. Okay. Nothing else in your pockets.
oh no, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Somebody text you?
Yeah.
Who's that? Okay. Turn around. Put your hands on your back.
Please not like any type of last time.
The employee was ultimately arrested and charged with felony grand theft and scheme to defraud.